Hello,
Yes, Aman, say.
ma'am. Content word is phone and new one, and grammar word is broken.
No,
And
contain words. Okay. Now who will tell? Hers. Hers is there. So Hers Raj, say.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, in the sentence, in the second sentence, which are contain words?
Ma'am, content words are phone, broken, going, buy new one,
Good. So,
and rest are
right. And grammar
grammar
words
words.
are?
Grammar words.
Grammar words are my, is, so, I, am, to, a. These are grammar words. And the words which are written in red color you can see here. So these are contain words because these are most important words without which the sentence will be meaningless. So these are contain words, and grammar words are those which don't carry the meaning of the sentence. So these are grammar words. Okay, and now tell me, we usually put stress on contain words or grammar words. Where do we put stress usually? Very simple. Preeti, tell me.
Content words, ma'am.
Contain words.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Preeti, where do we put stress usually on contain words or grammar words?
Content words.
Contain words.
Because it carries meaning.
Right. Okay. So you all of you are understanding, right? So the concept of contain words and grammar words are clear. Now I will give you some more examples. Who will read the sentence? Kunal is there. Kunal, read the sentences. Here examples, then three sentences are written here. So just read the sentence. The first sentence you have to read. Kunal,
She does not live in Paris. Yes, ma'am.
just read the sentence here written. I heard that.
मैम कहाँ से पढ़ना है?
From the beginning, I heard that the weather is going to be bad tomorrow. Here three sentences are written here. Can you see? Here examples, then three sentences.
Yes, ma'am. She does not live in Paris.
No, not here. Just see the beginning, stress, content words, and grammar words we have discussed. Then examples.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
I heard that the weather is going to be bad tomorrow. He has no idea what he wants to do after he graduates. Could you get some bread from the bakery on your way here?
Kunal, your pronunciation is not right. Actually, see, you you have not put stress on proper words. Okay, I am pronouncing. Just listen to me and read after me. How I am pronouncing the words. Just listen to me. I heard that the weather is going to be bad tomorrow. The second one, he has no idea what he wants to do after he graduates. The third one, could you get some bread from the bakery on your way here? So read after me. Kunal,
Yes, ma'am.
Just read the sentences again.
I heard that weather is going to be bad tomorrow. He has no idea what he wants to do after he graduates. Could you get some bread from the bakery on your way here?
Okay, but not perfect actually. You have to do practice. Just read again and again. After that, you will be able to achieve, that kind of perfection. Well, now Milan will read. You have to put stress on proper words, and while pronunciation, you have to also pronounce in such a way that will carry the meaning of the sentence, right? You are telling something, so the listener should understand you what you are telling. So you have to read in such a way, and at the same time you have to put stress on proper words also. Now who will read? Milan will read. Milan Sagar.
Yes, ma'am.
Just
I
read.
heard that the weather is going to be bad tomorrow.
Okay.
He has no idea what he wants to do after he graduates.
Okay.
Could you get some bread from the bakery on your way here?
Okay. Okay, Milan. Good one. Next, Priti. Priti is there. Priti Kumari. Priti, read
Yes,
the
ma'am.
yes. Read the sentences.
I heard that the weather is going to be bad tomorrow.
Okay.
He has no idea what he wants to do after he graduates.
Okay.
Could you get some bread from the bakery on your way here?
Okay. Okay, Priti. Nice one. Then you all have understood that we have to put stress on contained words. Okay. Now, in a sentence, there are some words which are stressed and there are some words which are unstressed also. We have to find out the contrast between stressed and unstressed words. What's the contrast? Unstressed words are pronounced at a lower volume and higher speed, and stressed words are pronounced more loudly, more clearly, and more slowly. Okay, so what's the difference between stressed and unstressed words? Who will tell me? Ravi is there. Ravi Kumar from mechanical branch. Ravi, now tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Ravi, what's the difference between stressed and unstressed words regarding pronunciation?
Ma'am, unstressed word.
Say.
Ma'am, unstressed word pronounced at a lower volume and higher speed.
Right.
And ma'am, stressed word pronounced more loudly and more clearly and more slowly.
Okay. Okay, Ravi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, stressed and unstressed words we have discussed. Now, another point is we have learned that we should put stress on contained words, right? Another point is we should put stress on the proper words. That means we want to emphasize something. Suppose while speaking we want to emphasize something, so we may put stress on that words which I want to emphasize. Like, let me give you an example. See, here written also, he doesn't live in Paris, she lives in Rome. That means I want to emphasize the place here, right? She doesn't live in Paris. So, Paris is wrong. She doesn't live in Paris. The name of the place is wrong. Not Paris, it's Rome, right? So, here I want to emphasize the name of the place. So, that's why I should put stress on the name of the place, that is Paris and Rome. So, I should pronounce like, she doesn't live in Paris, she lives in Rome. Okay, now there are other two sentences. Who will read? Dasrath is there. Dasrath?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just read these two sentences. The flight left at.
How do you go for office in the afternoon? My phone is broken, so I am going
No.
to buy a new.
Dasrath, not that sentence. Here, at the end of the page, you can see there are two sentences starting with the flight left at 10. I thought it left at 12. So, these two sentences you have to read.
She does not live in Paris. She lives in Roman. The flight left at 10. I thought it left in 12.
No, you are pronouncing in a wrong way actually. Your pronunciation is not correct. You are not putting stress on the proper words.
Yes.
No, you are not putting stress. Now who will read? Abid Hussain. Abid,
Yes, ma'am.
read the sentences.
The flight left at 10. I thought it left at 12.
Put stress on the word 10. Pronounce like, the flight left at 10. I thought it left at 12. That means I want to emphasize the time, right? The flight left at 10. I thought it left at 12. So, to you, time is important here. That's why you are putting stress on time. Just read again. Read again, Abid.
Yes, ma'am. The flight left at 10.
Yes.
I thought it left at 12.
Yes. Okay.
Is that correct, ma'am? Yeah.
Yes, now you are quite good. Now Puneet is there. Puneet, read the sentences.
Yes, ma'am. The flight left at 10. I thought it left at 12.
Okay. Okay. Good. Now tell me any sentences and in that sentences you should put stress on some words. Tell me any sentence. Just think and tell me any sentence. Tell me any sentence and I will tell you how to put stress on proper words.
Ma'am,
Yes, sirs. Say.
I have to complete assignment.
Okay. I have to complete the assignment. Then I have to complete the assignment. Here which are contain words, that means which are most important words?
Assignment
Assignment,
and complete.
complete, right? Okay, so you should put stress on the words complete and assignment. Just now say the sentence again, putting stress on the contain words.
I have to complete assignment.
Yes, I have to complete the assignment. I have to complete the assignment. You should pronounce in this way. So here I have to complete the assignment. That means, see, here unstressed words are I have to. Okay, and the also complete, then the. So these are unstressed words. That means grammar words and contain words are complete, assignment. So unstressed words are pronounced at a lower volume and higher speed, right? So I should pronounce like I have to complete the assignment. I have to complete the assignment. So I should pronounce at a lower volume and higher speed, and stressed words, that is complete and assignment, should pronounced more loudly, that is I should complete the assignment, right? In this way. Any other sentence? Say. We have to do practice, the more we practice, the more we will learn new things.
Like I study at Dumka Engineering College.
Okay. I study at Dumka Engineering College. Then which are contain words? Which are most
Study
important?
and
Study.
the name of the college.
Okay. Name of the college
And
and
the
study.
name of the college.
Okay. Okay, then put stress on the proper words and pronounce.
I study at Dumka Engineering College.
Yes, I study at Dumka Engineering College. Right? Okay. The sentences you are telling are the examples of how to give stress in a sentence. Now, I will tell you some other sentences where you will be able to find out where to give emphasis on proper words, like suppose today is your birthday. I thought it tomorrow. That is, I am a little bit confused about the time, right? Today or tomorrow. So to me, most important thing is time, today, yes, or tomorrow. So I should put emphasis on today and tomorrow. So today is your birthday. I thought it tomorrow. So in this way. Now we will discuss another interesting thing, that is shifting stress. Shifting stress. Okay. Here 3 sentences are written here, you can see, and all the sentences are same, but each sentence will carry different meaning. Let me read. Wait. Okay, let me read. See, shifting stress. Are you going to Kolkata tomorrow? The second one. Are you going to Kolkata tomorrow? Third one. Are you going to Kolkata tomorrow? So, there are three sentences. The sentences are same, but where is the difference? Just try to find out. In the first sentence, what is the most important? The question. I want to know, are you going to Kolkata tomorrow or not? So to me, the question is important. So that's why I put stress on the question, that is are. Are you going to Kolkata? Are you going to Kolkata tomorrow? That means to me the question is important. I want to know whether you are going to Kolkata tomorrow or you are not going to Kolkata tomorrow. So that's why I put stress on are. In the second sentence, are you going to Kolkata tomorrow? Here the most important thing is the person. I want to know whether you going to Kolkata tomorrow or some other person is going to Kolkata tomorrow. So that's why I put stress on you. And in the third sentence, time is important. So that's why I put stress on tomorrow. That is, are you going to Kolkata tomorrow? That means I want to know the time, whether you are going to Kolkata tomorrow or the next day or some other day. Now clear? This is called shifting stress. You should shift stress to most important words. Do you have any doubt regarding shifting stress?
No, ma'am.
Then tell me some other sentences in which we can shift stress to most important words. Say some sentences.
Ma'am, is Google company hired you?
Is, say,
Is Google company hired you?
is Google company hire you? Okay, you can say So then if you
Like,
say
are you getting a new car?
okay, then where we should put stress? Is Google company
First
hire
in
you
the
or are you
question.
getting a car? Then where should we put stress?
First, in the first line, we will put the stress in the question. Are you?
Okay, you,
Are
right? You are you. So the most important thing is person here. You are buying the car or some other person. So I want to know the person here. So we should put stress on you. And in the first sentence, is Google company hire you? So I want to know Google company or some other organization, some other company, right? So we should put stress on Google company. Okay, good one.
And ma'am, in you is also
Speak a little louder, we can't hear you.
like is Google company hired you?
Hired you. So where should we put stress?
In you, ma'am.
You. Okay. Okay, you can if you put stress on Google company, then we want to know whether Google company or some other company. And if you put stress on you, then I want to know whether Google company hired you or some other person. So the meaning will be completely different. You know, where you are putting stress matters a lot. It can change the meaning of the sentence.
Ma'am,
Yes, Abid, say.
are you placed in TCS?
Okay. So where should we put stress?
Ma'am, TCS and
TCS.
place.
TCS. Okay. Put stress on TCS and pronounce the sentence again.
Are you placed in TCS?
Okay. Then if you put stress on TCS, are you placed in TCS? That means I want to know, are you really placed in TCS or some other organization? So here organization is most important to me. That's why I put stress on TCS.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, then the concept of shifting stress is clear to all of you. Now we can move on to our next topic, that is syllable. You have to understand what is syllable, and then only you can put stress on proper words, and we will discuss word stress also. So we should know what syllable is. Okay, see. A syllable is unit of pronunciation. It is the word or part of the word which is uttered by a single effort of the voice. Okay, let me give you an example. See, here so many words are written and these words are divided into syllables also. So just take these words, remember. See, remember. Here remember, here we put not a single effort, right? Here that is single effort we can pronounce, then mem, then bar. So here are three syllables, because it is a unit of pronunciation. After that mem, it is also a unit of pronunciation. That bar, it is also a unit of pronunciation. So remember, Here remember is a word and we are dividing this word into 3 syllables, that is remember. Okay, remember. So similarly